join me in the kitchen today. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you join me in the kitchen. So today I want to help you have an idea of what happens here in the kitchen when we are working. So here I will be making two soups. Yeah, one is already halfway done. Okay, so you're just going to, watch from there. By the way, I don't know how to cook one at a time. So I cook two at a time if possible. This is I'm using this. I'm making edikaikon with this. I have most of my ingredients already prepped. I have this to go with it. I have this, and then of course, okay. So this is for my native soup. I'm making native soup with this. Just adding my palm oil as well. So to begin to boil after a while. So watch out. Anyways, like I said, the idea today is just to give you an idea, just to help you understand what happens behind the scene. When you see all the lovely meals in pictures and videos, this is what happens behind the scene. And I have here vegetable, and this is ugu leaf. This ugu leaf is actually story for another day. But since we are going live today and I'm using ugu, let me just talk about it a bit. I'll do a video, and a video that will educate you on how to wash your vegetables and all. But for the meantime, let me talk about this. All of you buy this ugu with rubber band and this kind of rope in the market, and then you slice it here in the market and bring it to come and cook. You are the ones I'm talking to. All of you get water leaves from the farm, then you bring it to come and cook. After washing, after buying, they slice for you before you come to cook. No washing, then you come to wash after slicing. It's you I'm talking to. Well, this ones you're seeing here today, this one, both the ugu leaf and the water leaf have already been washed thoroughly 3 to 4 times before we sliced. For the sake of time, I may not be able to, show you exactly the process we went through with this. But I mean, when they come in, of course, not this size. This size may not be enough for us to cook this quantity of soup. Then we plug, and then after plugging, then we wash. We pick them well, pick them from the stem like this. That's exactly what we did. Pick like this from the stem, and then after picking all of it very well from the very large bulk large bundle we usually get, we pick them all like this first. This one was so we could show you the ones we're talking about. And then after picking them like this, we wash. The one they do for you in the market, they pick like this and then they slice. No, we pick like this and then we wash to remove all the waste. We wash 3 to 4 times before we use it to cook. Same thing with the water leaf. But well, for the sake of time, that's not why we are here. You are here to see what happens in the kitchen on a regular basis, especially if you're ordering any meal from us. Then you need to watch this video. So this is what the process is like. So spices to the meal, and then a bit of chili pepper again because he likes pepper a lot. Then a bit of salt. I usually don't add salt to my cooking until I'm done cooking. It helps me have an idea of the quantity I need, before I use. So I'm just going to cover this and allow it to steam well before coming back to check it. Meanwhile, the cocoyam, we have on the fire this. We still have on the fire fisherman soup. And I'm going to, sorry, this is native soup, not fisherman soup. I'm cooking fisherman soup after this. So, I'm just going to go ahead to show you. Let me just add a bit of oil more. So there's this kind of beautiful color it gives it when you add the quantity of oil that is needed. So this is native soup in the making. And it's already been boiled. I already started cooking this before we went live. Okay, so I forgot to apologize. We started the live video quite later than we planned. And that's because we had, some technical issues to sort. So I'm just going to add the protein. This is the protein for the native soup. I'm going to add that. We have here stock. This is stock fish I'm using here. And then we have the dried fish for it. So when we cook at Ibomsoups, we follow the customer's needs. It depends on what you want, how you like your meals to be made, the kind of ingredients you like to find in your meal. That's what determines what we put in when cooking your meal. I'm just going to add this. For this particular meal, the customer wants stockfish, wants dry fish, and he wants snail. So we have, and that's how many? 4. Okay. So let me stay and see what I have now. So you see how it looks. So this is a bit thick. I'm going to still add my stock water to it so it will not be so thick after that. While it's boiling, the other things I can add while I wait for it to boil well is fresh pepper. The person who owns this one is the same person who owns this one as well. Likes pepper. So we're going to add enough of that. And then I'm going to add seasoning, spices. Yeah. Okay. So all the meals I'm cooking this afternoon has periwinkle in it. Okay. So this is a not so busy. This is a regular day and a not so busy day at Ibomsoups. By the way, we're shooting this live from Ibomsoups Ogba outlets. So maybe some other time I'll be doing that from Yaba outlets. But well, today I'm shooting from Ibomsoups Ogba outlets. So remember I said I already prepped my meat and protein before we started. So they were all ready for the cooking before we even started the video. Okay, so the next thing, we're going to have our water leaf. This water leaf, like I said, we got them washed thoroughly before we cooked with it. Okay. Okay. Pot is quite small for the soup. So I'm going to allow this steam. Where is the cover for this? Okay. Just allow the steam well before I stir. And while I check this again, okay, so this is still boiling, and that's what we have. So like we always tell you at Ibomsoups, while we are allowing that to steam and then, while waiting for that, let me use the opportunity and say something. I usually would tell our customers that if there's anybody you can trust when it comes to food and preparation, is Ibomsoups. Apart from working with unadulterated ingredients throughout, which is what we always advocate. Our ingredients are always natural. Except that thing cannot be found in its natural form, we would not go for the processed one. Anything you ask us to make for you, if we can find a natural form, we'll go for it. Take, for instance, you want us to make banga soup for you. You won't see us buy canned banga juice or all those canned stuff or processed ones. We usually will get the banga fruits and then juice them and then use that juice for cooking. Why do we go through all of those? It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. It even costs more to be able to achieve that. But we know that when we do that, we are giving you the best of what is available. And that's what we always advocate. For us, it's not just about cooking, making meals because it's tasty. There's a lot of meat in it. Or, you put 200 pieces of protein, or, and then you put the head of a cow inside, then it looks very, very tantalizing. It goes beyond that. We pay attention to the entire process of the cooking. Where do we start from? What are we using? This particular palm oil, for instance, came all the way from Akwa Ibom State. It actually came in just last week from Akwa Ibom State. We pay a lot. We have to spend so much on transportation, to ship these things into Lagos. But if that is what we have to do to deliver the quality we have promised you, then we cannot relent, and we are never tired of doing same. And that's why you see we have customers who have been with us 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. Many of our customers have relocated out of the country. But an interesting thing that happens is that each time they relocate, they tell someone else about us. Either while they're here, they're telling their friends about us. Some of them have even traveled, and then you see them send a message to say, oh, my friend will call you. I sent her your number, and she wants to order something. And when they land Nigeria, in fact, some of them, we are the ones who know when they are coming to Nigeria. Because before they even get into the country, they already call us to say, I'll be landing tomorrow noon and I want this meal, I want this meal. Because they know the extent we go in preparing meals for them. So, who is our competition? Our competition is not another business doing what we are doing. Our competition is the customer. We want to ensure that we can do it, either the way you would do it in your kitchen or better than you would do it in your kitchen, if we must say so. Because we also know that some of the people watching this video, for instance, will not have the patience or the skill to bring the vegetables in, wash them thoroughly before slicing. So we assure you that it's something we are not tired of doing. We've done this for 16 years and we aren't relenting. In over 16 years of running this business, not once have we ever sliced vegetables like ugu and water leaf in the market. Not at any point in time for any reason. Like I said, it's a more expensive option, but it's an option we have chosen because that's what we have promised you. Unadulterated ingredients, thorough process, anything that concerns your wellness. For us, is beyond eating. It's about your health. We believe that the same way you pay attention to what goes into your mouth, you pay attention to the kind of hairdo you carry, you pay attention to what you're wearing, you pay attention to your, you pay attention to what you're wearing, how well ironed your clothes are, the kind of shoes you're wearing. We believe that it's the same way you should pay attention to what goes into your mouth. And that's what we're advocating. For us, it's a movement. And we aren't stopping until we get you to ask a lot of questions before eating. We aren't stopping until we realize that each time you want to eat something, you ask yourself the question, who prepared this? How was it prepared? What kind of ingredients did they use? How useful is this to my body? We aren't stopping until we bring it to that point. Because then, it's only at that time that we can all be sure that we are working towards healthy living. Of course, God is the one who protects, like people will always say. But God has also given us the wisdom to take care of ourselves. So I'm saying, while at work, running your business, even if you're watching from the comfort of your home this afternoon, maybe this is a call to you to pay a bit of attention to what goes into your mouth. Because you need that body you're living in to continue to live. The moment that body cannot carry you again, you are no longer useful in this part of the world. So that's it. Here I have my native soup. I've not added some of the ingredients, some of the proteins. I'm going to do that as time goes on. I've not added the prawn, and that's because I don't want it to stay on the fire for too long. As you can see, this vegetable has steamed well. So I'm just going to stir properly now. So I'm going to stir this well. Wow, this looks so attractive. Can we take a video of this? A very short video of this outside the live, the live session we're doing. This looks so attractive and looks so interesting and delicious. You see how fresh it is? If it is not fresh, it is not Ibomsoups. So this one is made with mangala fish, stockfish, that's mangala dried fish, and then goat's meat. That's exactly what this person wants. And then of course the person also wants periwinkle in this. So we're going to add periwinkle to this particular cooking. Wow, this is so lovely. I love this already. I don't know about you. Then I'm also going to add periwinkle to this. Today I'm adding periwinkle to almost all my cooking. Then I'm going to add prawn to this. So if you're watching this video live, share your comments with us. So when I come back to watch this video, ask your question and then send a word of encouragement. If you are a customer and you've been buying, maybe you want to share your experience with us. It would be a good place to share your experience. Or you know someone whom you think should be our customer because you think the person appreciates good food. Maybe you should share this link with that person so they can come watch this video as well. Or you just want to learn, find out how exactly we make some of our meals. Though this is not 100% lecture for you because I may not be able to take time to explain some of the ingredients used. But again, there's still a bit of learning happening here if you watch closely. I'm sure that there are one or two things you can pick from this. So if you want to share this with someone, please feel free to go ahead and do so. Okay, I'm just going to taste this. I like tasting the liquid content. So some people have made a dikaiko and they said, I don't know, but it tasted okay, but it's salty. Why? I don't want to choke. So one reason why that happens when you're making a dikaiko And then you notice initially it wasn't salty, but all of a sudden you finish cooking and it's salty. It's because what you tasted was the leaf, not the liquid content. The liquid content usually contains all of the ingredients as compared to the leaf. The leaf, the longer it stays inside, that's when it continues to soak in the, it continues soaking the ingredients. But the liquid content already would have soaked in the ingredients as much as possible. So I'm just going to add, I need to add crayfish and then maybe a bit of salt to this cooking. Yeah, so salt to taste. Then crayfish. The soup is quite spicy. Like I said, it's according to choice. Even this crayfish, some people just buy crayfish from the market and you just blend it. We are not fair to ourselves. So some of us are not fair to ourselves at all. You just buy crayfish in the market there and you just blend it anyhow. You don't even know where they sourced it from. You don't even know where it came from. Anyway, this one you just saw us use today. Crayfish was clearly, was bought, and then we sorted it well. We ensured that the crayfish was well sorted before we used it for cooking. Because again, what did I say earlier? We have promised you nothing but the best. Our competition is not somebody else doing what we are doing. Our competition is you. We want to show you that we can do it better than you do it in your kitchen. So we are saying you can trust us. You can have have confidence in what we are delivering to you. You don't need to feel at rest. This is so very tasty already. And you see the face, that's what the palm oil does to it. So I'm going to add crayfish to this too. So I'm going to add crayfish to this too. Okay, let me put all of it. I'll need some more crayfish for the other cooking. Please, can you get me some more crayfish? Get me some more crayfish. Okay. And then I'm going to add the leaf. This is uziza leaf. One of my best leaves. I love cooking with uziza a lot. So for this particular recipe, we slice into very tiny shreds. That's why you see it like this. Very tiny. We slice it just like ukazin for this particular recipe. So different. Okay. Just cover this, allow it to steam for 2 minutes, and then we're ready. Okay. See how the edikaikong looks. Aren't you seeing what I'm seeing? Good food is good food. Any day, any time. Good food is good food. So we're just going to try to stir this, carefully. Wow. Imagine having this kind of very sweet pot of edikaikong delivered to you on a very sunny day like today. Or imagine having a friend, a sister, a brother who has been awesome, and you want to tell them, I see you, I see all that you do, and I appreciate you. And then you're gifting them this package. Now, let me tell you one thing I've discovered. The first time somebody called us to ask that he wants to order soup for someone, I was wondering, such an awkward gift. I didn't see it as a gift. Like that was very many years ago. By the way, do you know that churches now add this to the honorarium they give pastors? So they have guest ministers visiting, and then they have a particular guest minister they are expecting to come minister at a particular event. And then they tell us, Madam, Ibomsoups deliver 4 different pots of soup. It's added to the basket that is given to the pastor, that's given to that, their guests. Well, we did not know the impact of this gift or how important it was until we realized that many of those pastors, when they received the package, copy the number on our, sticker, and then give us a call to order the same thing. So you hear things like, sorry, I went to so and so church to minister, and I was gifted a pot of soup. I was gifted 3 pots of soup or 1 pot of soup. That exact one they gave me that day, please, I want to order that. So some of them order it for themselves. Some order for other people in their cycle. People they want to also be, the people they also want to be a blessing to. So it now depends on you. We also have some people who have had their birthdays. There's this particular man. Wow. Can you take a video of what this my native soup looks like right now? So there's this particular woman that, on her birthday, someone ordered soup for her. Interestingly, 2 of our customers ordered soup for her the same day. Another customer ordered, then another customer also ordered, and we realized it was the same person they wanted us to deliver to. So there were two different soups. She received them. From that day, she has become our customer. Now, not just that, she has also been gifting our soup to other people on their birthdays. What does that mean? It means that she really appreciated that as a gift on her birthday. That could be you. That can be you next time. Giving somebody something remarkable they would really enjoy. Okay, so enough of me explaining and marketing and talking and telling you everything. We are going to shoot another live video another day. For today, well, let me have a taste of this, and then my vegetable soup is ready and it's nice. Okay, so I don't know. Should we continue the live, or we cut off because I want to cook the next soup? Are we going to continue? Are we continuing? I don't know. What says thou behind the scene team? What says thou? Do we continue? Do we stop at this point and continue some other day? Please decide for us. Let's continue. Okay. So this is another soup, and someone once asked me, how many pots of soup can you cook in a day? As a person, that you cook too much, how many pots of soup can you cook? Well, maybe I want to answer that question in this video. The highest number of soups I have cooked in a single day was 25 pots of soup. And I did it all by myself. At that time, I didn't have assistants like today. There are many people in this place, so forget the fact that it's only me you are saying. There are very many people here. Unlike now that we have people, doing different things in Ibomsoups. Then it was just me. So I went to the market myself. Okay, so what happened that I had to cook that number in a day? I had, it was the time due day. If you know about due day was really raining. And then I had just put up Ibomsoups on due day. And then it wasn't common to find, pots of soup as, it wasn't common for you to find something, pots of soup as something you could buy. It wasn't a product that was commonly sold. And we put it on due day. And then, wow, people started ordering on that. It was a discount. People started ordering. I was the only one working. So I had to, meet up with the needs, with the demands. So what I did, I started a day before. Got all the things I needed. Start prepping. And then by morning that day, woke up very early. 4 a.m. I was already in the kitchen. Started working, preparing. And then I started cooking. Once I finished this, second pot, pour that one. Start this, second pot, pour that. That was how I cooked that day. Eventually I counted it and I cooked 25 pots of soup. And I said, wow, if there was a record to break, this is a record. That must have been like 12, 13 years ago. Let me say 12, 11 years ago. And, well, till date, that has been the highest number of soups I've made, or let me say meals I have made in one day, all by myself, without assistance. Because I was the only staff of Ibomsoups there. And then, so how many pots of soup can I cook at a go? Like this. If I have 6 burners, I can do 6 at a go. If I have 6 burners, I can do 6 back to back. I think that's the highest I can do at a go. Okay, so I really do enjoy cooking one after the other. As I'm already bored. The only reason why I'm not so bored is because I'm talking with you. I'm talking to you. If not, I'm already bored. I don't enjoy cooking and waiting. I like to cook. Then the next thing is waiting. I'm already pouring. The next one is waiting. I'm already pouring. That's how I like to cook. As I'm bringing out this one, I'm putting something else on the fire. And then that's that. Anyway, don't forget, if you have a party coming up soon and you want the best hands to handle your catering at that party, call Ibomsoups. When we are done, people will continue to talk about your party weeks and months after it is gone. Because if there's any brand you can trust with, very many varieties, is Ibomsoups. Remember, we make over 70 Nigerian dishes. Actually, it's over 100, but we're still calling it over 70 Nigerian dishes. And then we have had over 40 different, kinds of meals at an event before. Or you want to promote your native culture. Some people will say, oh, so the event we had on Sunday was street food by Ibomsoups. We're going to share the video soon. Street food by Ibomsoups. So we had akara, fried yam, suya, we had boli, all of those. And then we had our going with our going sauce. Then we had our regular party jollof. Then we had our malai, we don't pay giriomi up there. And then we had the dikaikon, we had a fan, we had poundu. Then we still had gari again, eba. And then what again? Please supply me. What else did we have?